the Don and Lorena Meyer studio at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln College of Journalism and Mass Communications. This is Nebraska Nightly.
Welcome to this Nebraska Nightly update. I'm Blake Mace. The numbers for owning a home in 2025 are in, but first, a shooting investigation is underway at Florida State University in Tallahassee. At least 6 people were injured in a reported shooting Thursday afternoon. According to FSU police, the suspect is in custody. The incident took place in the area of the student union. No word yet if the suspected shooter is a student. The university has been placed on lockdown until further instructions from authorities. President Donald Trump says he is fully briefed on the situation, and this is a developing story. A vast majority of Americans say owning a home remains an integral part of the American dream. But according to a new report, as the benefits to owning a home increase, so do affordability challenges. Ivan Rodriguez breaks down the numbers.
Despite the ups and downs of the economy and interest rates, homeownership is still the dream for many Americans.
82% of Americans say that homeownership is part of the American dream, and it outranks things like being able to retire, having a successful career, or even owning an automobile.
But that dream is confronted by reality for buyers who are struggling to come up with down payments. According to Bankrate's 2025 Home Affordability Survey, more than 80% of American adults who don't own a home but desire to say affordability reasons hold them back.
Home prices have been at record highs in many markets, and we really haven't seen much in the way of pullback, even with a building inventory as homes take longer to sell.
Despite the less than optimistic numbers, 64% of Americans would be willing to make a sacrifice to be able to afford to buy a home.
Some of those things, like moving out of state, moving further from family and friends, further from work, or buying a fixer-upper, they come with costs of their own. And so I think that's part of the equation that could also further hamper that search for affordable housing.
The good news is that mortgage rates, one of the main obstacles to home ownership, have eased a bit in recent months. The average 30-year fixed-rate mortgage remains under 7%, according to Freddie Mac, which also says as more and more people apply to purchase a home, the spring home buying season is looking to be more favorable than last year. In Atlanta, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
Turning to weather now, we are looking at a stereotypical spring weekend in Nebraska. As you are heading home, be prepared for a 15 to 45% chance of severe storms until 10 p.m. Large hail and damaging winds gusts are the main concern for the evening north of Douglas County. We'll see the highest chance for storms. The skies are looking partially cloudy tonight with a 30% chance of showers before 10 p.m. Following the system of low pressure, temps will drop to 45 degrees. It will be a partially cloudy weekend in Lincoln. Friday will see a high of 59 degrees. Saturday sees a high of 62 degrees. And rounding out the weekend will be a high of 58 on Easter Sunday. Up to 3 million Americans are estimated to have inflammatory bowel disease. It's a group of lifelong illness affecting the intestines, and CDC data shows these diseases are becoming more common in the U.S. While there's currently no cure, treatments can bring significant relief, but you have to be diagnosed first. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has the warning signs of inflammatory bowel disease that everyone should know.
It's a disease that sparks the body's immune system to attack healthy cells in the intestines. While the cause of inflammatory bowel disease isn't fully known, it's believed to be the result of both genetic and environmental factors.
As of today, it's still what we would call an incurable disease.
Gastroenterologist Dr. Bill Fabian with Mayo Clinic says warning signs include diarrhea, bloody stools, abdominal cramping, pain while eating, unintentional weight loss, low-grade fevers, fatigue, and joint pain.
Loose stools more than 3 times a day. And if you have diarrhea for longer than probably 2 weeks, you probably should go talk to your doctor.
While inflammatory bowel disease is a group of lifelong diseases, the main types are Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis, which affects only the colon and rectum.
Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis are slightly different in that Crohn's disease can affect anywhere from the mouth all the way down to the anus.
Diet doesn't cause the condition itself, but some foods like those that are high in fat or ultra-processed can trigger symptoms. Fabian says there are also a number of therapies, including emerging ones, that can bring symptom relief.
We've never had as many options for a newly diagnosed patient with inflammatory bowel disease now as we ever have.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Compared to adults without IBD, the CDC says adults with inflammatory bowel disease are more likely to have smoked, sleep less than 7 hours a day, do less than the recommended amount of weekly physical activity, or experience serious psychological distress. The organization says IBD patients are also more likely to have other chronic conditions. Thank you for tuning in to this Nebraska Nightly Update. You can follow Nebraska Nightly on Instagram and Twitter at Nebraska Nightly. Be sure to tune in to our next live show on Friday at 4:30 and our next update show on Monday also at 4:30. Keep it cool, Lincoln.
Nebraska Nightly is a production of the University of Nebraska-Lincoln's College of Journalism and Mass Communications.